Well, I warned everybody that this move was going to happen. A lot of people didn't believe. A lot of people said ADA was going to drop further, but we have in fact exploded overnight. ADA up to almost 49 cents, confirming its breakout. And we're on our way towards the completion of this 20% move like I talked about. This is the video that discussed it. You guys can check it out. It's from 3 days ago. I said, is ADA dead? Death cross formation, big move coming. And I talked about this big 20% throwback to our resistance levels. Right now, around that 50 to 52 cent range is where ADA is trying to head to. We have some resistance along the way, right? We got to fight through some of these moving averages. You guys can see that we broke through our 20-day. We got to break through our 50-day. And big one is going to be our 200-day moving average. If ADA can show enough strength through this, especially if the market continues to look positive, then all bets are off. It might be the extension, the continuation of our reversal, and a new trend forming in terms of ADA. All right. And again, this is not a surprise. People shouldn't be surprised by this move. People that were calling for more downside, you don't understand. All right. You can get to a point where an asset is so oversold that all you're left with is people that believe in the long-term vision, people that are ready to see the price movements out. Right. Over the last few months here, we talked about the accumulation of retail, the accumulation of whales, just building and building and building while price has been dropping. And guess what? You got to a point where, well, there ain't that much left to buy in the market. Remember, for most of this bear market cycle and even into now, ADA was one of the longest held coins in all of crypto, the longest average held coin. It's like number 2, I believe, behind SHIB. This long-term mindset is the big reason why this strength building move for ADA was so strong. And again, like I've said, it's oddly reminiscent to what we saw back here, this building of strength before ADA decided to explode and make its move. Now, really, again, like I said, we got to break through these levels. BTC needs to continue to show strength. I think a big move for BTC is if it continues to extend and try to run up and test its trend here, right? That's kind of what we're waiting for in terms of ADA. So we'll have to wait and see if this plays out or not. Again, remember, Fridays tend to be kind of weak days in terms of institutional money. Yesterday, I believe, was another positive day. I believe it was positive. Another GBTC positive day. Great things happening in the Senate. We had the approval of the revocation of power in terms of the SEC. So we'll see if we end up getting a presidential veto on that. But great things are starting to take place in the market. Sentiment is starting to pick up a little bit. Okay. We're still in the neutral range, but you can see the direction is starting to head to the upside. We're building. We are building similar to what we did here in January. We're building similar to what we did here in October, leading to our big pumps. Sentiment is the most important thing. And right now, it's all starting to look positive. Things are starting to come back together. Now, know this. This doesn't mean that this is going to be a straight up and to the right move. Okay, it could, if as long as everything snowballs correctly, the capital that's sitting on the sideline on exchanges starts to flow back in. If retail adoption continues to enter early, like we saw in the early part of the year, then sure. But know this: historically speaking, summer tends to be kind of boring. We tend to have some sideways movements, right? Even if we look back at what happened in this formation, if we look back at what happened in this formation here back in the fall before things took off, again. Following that, we'd be sideways until somewhere in June. But this isn't, it's not everything's always exactly the same. They're similar. They tend to mirror each other, right? Very, very close. But right now, we just have to see if this move continues or if we kind of just slow down a little bit. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.